Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time we do the build guide for the Lightning Scepter, the newest weapon to Crab Champions as of Early Access Update 10, the Anvil update. But to be honest, this one's pretty straightforward, pretty quick. We don't even need a script for it. It really comes down to 2 items. That's it. 2 pieces of loot make or break this weapon, and in my opinion are a requirement for anyone running this weapon, no matter what you want to do with it. And it's literally just efficiency and fast shot. Yep, that's it. That's it, because the weapon does not have a huge magazine, and it takes a long time to reload. So get efficiency, and all of a sudden, just a single level essentially gives you infinite ammo. I'm not sure if he will change the proc rates on this, but as of now, as of time of recording, what day is it? Friday, April 11th. It's basically 1 level, if not 2, equals infinite ammo. You never have to stop shooting, so you can keep floating around and keep moving. By the way, floating is a lot more, seamless, or you have more momentum than you used to have. So you're not just stuck in one place or barely moving at like 1 mile per hour. You can actually get some good distance and some good speed. So naturally, it makes sense that you want to be able to continue shooting while you're up there instead of having to fall down and reload. And moving on to fast shot, this one's pretty obvious as well. Projectiles do not have a big range, and that arc is pretty noticeable. Put fast shot on it, and all of a sudden, pretty much double or even triple the range of these projectiles. I'm pulling that out of my ass. Might not be doubled, but it feels like it. The biggest issue with this weapon is because you're floating, and it is technically a little slow, you're a little bit of a sitting duck, and those stronger enemies that can sit back and shoot projectiles at you are able to do that pretty easily because you have to get close to them. So if you can stay far back and actually hit them from distance, you're less likely to get hit by those projectiles. You have more reaction time, you can dodge, you can get out of there. Speaking of dodge, let's move into some things that are just nice to have. Stamina. This is going to keep you in the air for longer as well as efficiency does. You will end up dodging lots of projectiles. You are a sitting duck to some extent, even with the momentum, even with the movement in the air. Being able to dodge more than once, more often before the cooldown hits is huge. Plus, those additional dashes and dodges you get with stamina will give you more momentum so you can get that movement going. You don't always have to drop to the ground and then double jump and get more momentum, or use a grapple hook, for example. But while I'm at it, grapple hook. You should probably run grapple with this weapon. You don't have to, but it is huge for that movement that I keep talking about. It is a lot easier to move around the map, and you can just grapple yourself in a circle and stay in the air. You do not have to touch the ground for an entire island if you have the grapple hook and this weapon. And yeah, you should probably also use a movement for your melee. I'm a huge fan of the katana right now, but you technically do also get some decent movement with the pickaxe, and obviously the hammer has tons of movement as well. So use one of those and you will be able to also chain into good movement with good momentum when you're firing and floating using the Lightning Scepter. Katana has the most horizontal, but you can get some nice height with the hammer, and then technically a little bit of both with the pickaxe, but it is more nuanced.
Oh my goodness!
Kitty's going to say hi to Haley. Other than that, guys, the proc rates are pretty good, so you can pretty much take this whatever direction you want. Obviously, going lightning is an easy one, so get your lightning related items. So you got the lightning ring, which increases the strength of the stacks by 250%, but then poison has no effect. That might not be worth it for some, but if you're going a lightning build, you might as well. In addition to lightning ring, what else do we got in the elemental? Cool. Lightning ore, might as well, doesn't hurt. Same with poison aura. Really, any of the auras, they're nice to haves. They're typically not my number 1 choice, but you might as well if they're there. Metal rod, that's going to increase the damage for your lightning stacks. Always nice. You're going to be applying a lot of them. Then you got high voltage, which will increase the strength of the stacks as well. So that just means that you will apply more stacks when you're applying stacks, and then the metal rod increases the damage related to those stacks. So it's like a multiplier, essentially. Then naturally, if you get lucky, you've got the legendaries like electric enemies, lightning explosion for your ability, although that might be weird if you're running grapple, so, take that one with a grain of salt. And of course, obviously, lightning shot to increase the chance of proccing lightning stacks on enemies. You can just turn into a lightning machine. You start off with level 1, but it is a solid amount of percentage, even at level 1. Lightning strike and lightning storm are those legendaries for your weapon. Yeah, going back to the proc chance, things like mace shot, thorn shot, split shot, arc shot, link shot, drill shot, shotgun blast, thorn shot. I already said thorn shot. What about the legendaries? We got torpedo shot, bomb shot, sharpened axe, splash damage, all of these things, well, except splash damage, but the rest of them are proc chance related, and again, pretty decent proc rate with this Lightning Scepter as of time of recording, so you can get away with any crazy build you want. And obviously, if you're gonna go that direction, go ahead, abuse the anvils, get your enhancements. They are game changing as well, and while you're enhancing, you might as well find some lightning enhancements. Electrifying, right? Just continue to snowball down that lightning build if you want. But again, going back to the basics here, there's really 2 items, maybe a third, that you're gonna want no matter what strategy you have. That's efficiency, fast shot, and potentially stamina. Once you have those, the world is your oyster. Go nuts. And it wouldn't be a build video from me if I didn't mention that obviously RNG is RNG. And a big way to avoid it to some extent is to not only increase the amount of loot you can get through things like driller, additional chests with double vision, care package, loot dropping on the ground, things like that, but also just going an econ build and buffing up your shop and just buying the things you want. It's not perfect, there's still RNG there, but it does help. If you want a little bit more information on how to bend RNG in your will, I do have a nice guide on that. It's a lot more detail. And last but not least, health. Don't neglect it, especially if you are looking up these guides. You're probably a more serious player. You're probably trying to get diamond on this weapon. You're going to want to get some health, get some armor, and ways to regenerate that health and regenerate that armor over time. Armor ring is nuts. Get that one plate guaranteed no matter what if you don't have a plate. So you're always at least one plate going into an island. Regenerator is really nice and you can get it almost every single run from that regenerator chest on island 1. If you can't get that, even something like endurance or scavenger still helps a ton. But all of that's pretty straightforward. You've heard me say it, so I don't need to go into too much detail. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The Lightning Scepter. It's really a nice versatile weapon, but you do need those things in order to make it a little bit easier on yourself so you're not such a sitting duck waiting to get shot in midair by those freaking sniper crabs and fire crabs. If you liked the video and this helped you out, then like the video. Subscribe for more of your second favorite F word. I am your guy for Grab Champions, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.